Legend of Yufei Chapter 22.
So let's set the scene. We find Yufei at a pretty low point. His brothers, they couldn't really handle the poverty anymore, so they've left him. He's scattered. He's feeling that isolation, that hardship. And then suddenly, there's a knock. A stranger arrives, calls himself Yugong. And his approach is, well, pretty direct, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yugong comes in and, well, he basically says he's heard Yufei is amazing at martial arts and he wants to learn from him, wants to become his student, even suggests becoming sworn brothers. They live together, train together day and night, and they seal it right there with an oath. Something like, forever better than blood brothers, never betray each other. Seems incredibly sincere, you know?
It does seem almost too good to be true, maybe. And he backs it up immediately with a gift, right?
Exactly. He offers Yufei 200 taels of silver, which we should probably mention was a pretty significant sum back then, not like trivial at all.
Right, a serious amount. And what I find telling is Yufei's immediate reaction. He takes it, yes, but what does he do?
He gives it straight to his mother.
Yeah, straight inside. Shows his character, his integrity, right from the start. Even before the real test hits?
Precisely. It shows where his priorities lie, family, duty. It sets the stage perfectly for what happens next.
Okay, so the relationship is established, the initial generosity is shown, but then things take a dramatic turn. Yugong asks Yufei for some dishes. Empty dishes.
Mm-hmm. And then he starts pulling out the real gifts. It's quite a display.
We're talking, what, 10 horsehoof gold pieces?
Yeah.
Dozens of big pearls?
A scarlet battle robe, a jade belt. I mean, serious opulent wealth, way beyond the initial silver.
And this is where the mask slips, right?
Completely. Yugong drops the act. He reveals he's not just some admirer, he's Wang Zuo, the East Victory Marquis, a high-ranking envoy. And he's been sent by the rebel leader Yang Mo from Dongting Lake.
Wow. Talk about a reveal, a total bait and switch.
Absolutely. And he doesn't just reveal himself, he launches into the justification for the rebellion.
Right. He paints a picture of the current Song court, calls it dark, says it trusts villains.
Exactly. Leading to suffering, people displaced. He points out that the two emperors, Huzong and Qinzong, have been captured by the Jin, so technically the country is without a ruler. It's a powerful argument tapping into real chaos and uncertainty.
He's framing Yang Mo not just as a rebel, but as someone stepping into that power vacuum potentially.
Precisely. And then comes the direct pitch to Yufei. Join us. Join Yang Mo. Help us restore the Central Plains and, share wealth and glory. It's the ultimate temptation.
So put yourself there listening to this. You're down on your luck, feeling abandoned, and here's this offer. Wealth, power, maybe even a chance to be on a winning side or fix things. How would you react?
Well, Yufei's reaction is immediate and furious. He basically explodes. How could I betray the country and join bandits? Something like that.
He pulls rank, almost. Reminds Wang Zuo he was born Song. Even served as an official at Chengxin Lang.
Yeah, a minor post, but still, service to the dynasty. His loyalty isn't abstract. It's part of who he is.
But Wang Zuo pushes back, doesn't he? With a different kind of argument.
He does. He uses that classic line you hear in times of chaos. The world isn't one person's. Only the virtuous should rule it. He's basically saying, look, the Song are failing. This is your chance. Seize the moment. Achieve something great. It's a very pragmatic appeal.
Almost Machiavellian, yeah. Forget old loyalties. Look at the opportunity.
But this is where Yufei's core really shows.
Yeah.
He refuses. Absolutely refuses. And he says that incredibly famous line, a person's ambition is like a woman's chastity. It speaks to honor, integrity.
And then
Yufei is a Song person alive, a Song ghost dead. I mean, that's it. End of discussion. His identity is completely tied to the Song.
Wow. That's unshakable.
Totally. No amount of argument, no promise of wealth or power could even dent it. True conviction isn't swayed by circumstance.
And he doesn't just say no. He kicks Wang Zuo out.
Immediately. Yeah. Tells him to take everything back, the gold, the pearls, the robe, all of it.
And in a final act of, principle, he even gives back the original 200 taels.
Yeah. Says, here's your travel money. Wants absolutely nothing to do with any part of the offer, even the money he'd already given his mother. It's a complete rejection.
Okay, so Wang Zuo leaves, presumably stunned.
Yeah.
And Yufei then has to explain this whirlwind encounter to his mother, Yu Anren.
Who must have been quite confused seeing this guest arrive with fanfare and then leave so abruptly.
Exactly. And when Yufei explains, his mother's reaction is, well, it's profound.
It really is. She's incredibly proud, of course, that he refused. But she's also wise, thinking ahead. She worries. What if another temptation comes along later? What if she's not around to advise him?
Yeah, she fears he might, lose his will for a moment, do something disloyal, and ruin his name, his reputation instantly.
She understands human weakness, even in her heroic son. She wants something permanent.
And her solution is just extraordinary. She decides to tattoo him.
Right on his back. 4 characters, Jingzong Baoguo.
Meaning?
Serve the country with utmost loyalty. Literally etching his duty onto his skin.
It's intense. And there's a ceremony involved too, isn't there?
Yes, very much so. She sets up an altar, performs rites, worships heaven and ancestors. It's solemn. Then she tells Yufei to kneel, preparing him for this act.
And Yufei hesitates. Just for a moment.
He does. It's a very human reaction. He brings up the Confucian teaching you shouldn't harm your body, hair, or skin because they come from your parents. It's about filial piety.
A conflict of duties, almost.
Kind of. But his mother's response is sharp, pragmatic. She asks him basically, if you were disloyal and got punished, like physically punished by the state, would you use that excuse then?
Ah, yeah, it puts it in perspective.
It silences him. He gets it. The potential shame of disloyalty is far worse. So he agrees.
And then she does it. She writes the characters.
And then takes an embroidery needle.
Oh, wow.
And starts pricking the design into his skin. Painful, obviously.
And Yufei tries to hide the pain.
Yeah, he denies it hurts, trying to spare her, you know, which apparently just makes her more determined. She bites her lip, finishes the tattoo, and then rubs it with vinegar ink to make it permanent. It's this incredible mix of pain, love, and fierce maternal will.
An indelible mark of commitment demanded and given.
Absolutely. And she tells him her hope that he'll become a loyal general, that his service will bring honor, and that she'll be able to smile in the 9 Springs.
Meaning she can rest peacefully in the afterlife, knowing she raised a true patriot.
Exactly. Her legacy tied to his unwavering loyalty. County Magistrate Xu Ren. He shows up at Yufei's home in Tangying County carrying an imperial summons. But Yufei's first reaction isn't joy, is it? He's wary.
He is. He thinks, I am destined for these trials. He even wonders, is this some kind of trick?
From the usurper Zhang Bangshang, sounds like he's seen this kind of analytical backstabbing before.
Absolutely. And his skepticism is not just him being paranoid, it's a reflection of the times.
Deep political mistrust.
Exactly. Uncertainty everywhere. With 2 emperors captured and a new one barely established, who knew if any decree was legitimate?
So how does Xu Ren convince him?
Well, Xu Ren clarifies quickly. He says, no, this is from the new monarch, Emperor Gaozong, the one who just escaped, the one enthroned down in Nanjing.
And that changes everything for Yufei.
Instantly.
Yeah.
The text says his demeanor transforms from deep suspicion to great joy.
Yeah.
Because this feels real. It's a legitimate call from a true Song emperor.
Okay, so let's talk about the edict itself. The source actually quotes it. It sounds like a masterclass in, well, persuasion and command.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's incredibly powerful and very deliberately crafted.
What are the key messages there? How does it try to motivate Yufei?
Well, it starts with these sort of philosophical lines like multi-hardship so nation thrives and sleepless nights bring forth sages.
Setting a kind of grand, almost cosmic stage for sacrifice.
Right. Providing a moral justification for the suffering. Then he gets very direct. It states the grim facts. 2 emperors, northern excursion, ancestral temples in ruins.
Appealing to that sense of national shame, I suppose, and duty to the ancestors.
Definitely. But then it pivots really fast to action. Daily reports of messages, nightly alerts of wolf smoke. It creates this sense of constant, immediate danger.
You can feel the urgency.
And then there's that incredible phrase, urging the monarch and subjects to sleep on faggots and taste gall.
Which is a historical allusion, isn't it?
Yes, a very famous one. It refers to King Gujin of Yu, who endured unbelievable hardship for years to eventually avenge his kingdom. It's a powerful call for endurance, resolve, revenge, restoration.
Wow. So it's hitting all these cultural buttons.
Every single one. And then it names Yufei specifically, praises his both civil and military talents, and commands him to come to the capital.
To do what, exactly?
The mission is huge.
Yeah.
Lead troops, destroy the foul-smelling barbarians, rescue 2 emperors from the desert, and save the people from mire.
So basically save everything. Save the dynasty.
It's presented as nothing less than that, an existential mission.
Okay. The edict's words are ringing in his ears. Yufei is ready. But the story doesn't just jump to the battlefield. It turns inward first.
Yes, to these deeply moving personal moments at home.
He first pays respects at his teacher's spirit tablet, Master Zhu.
A sign of respect for his roots, his training.
And then his mother, Anren, steps forward. This feels incredibly important. What's the significance of what she says to him?
It's really pivotal. This moment tells you so much about the values at play. Her blessing goes way beyond just, good luck, son.
How so?
She takes the cup of wine he offers her, and she declares, and I'm paraphrasing slightly here, "My son, drink this wine. I hope you dedicate yourself completely to the nation. Don't cling to home."
Don't cling to home. Wow.
If you exhaust your loyalty serving the nation, if your name is written in history, then my wish is fulfilled. Remember this, don't forget.
That's intense, especially given how central filial piety devotion to parents was.
Exactly. She is explicitly placing national loyalty above that personal familial bond. It's a profound cultural statement. It's almost like she's ritually cutting that cord, ensuring his focus is absolute.
So it's not just about his resolve, but about the family actively pushing him towards this immense sacrifice.
Yes. It's a sacrifice demanded not just of him, but by his closest family. A painful necessity for the greater good. We see this theme again and again in Chinese history.
That really sets an incredible standard. And building on that, there's the conversation with his wife, Lady Lai. Another layer of sacrifice unfolds here.
It does. It shows the often unseen burdens carried by those left behind.
What does he ask of her?
He basically lays it out. He says, look, I'm an only son, no brothers. I have to go far away for the nation. My old mother is here.
So you need to care for her.
You must take my place in filial piety and service. And our sons are young. You need to teach them, raise them. He asks her, can you drink this wine? Can you accept this burden?
He's asking her to shoulder everything, the entire family structure, the future lineage, the education.
Everything. A massive responsibility in that society. And her reply, just as stoic.
What does she say?
Something like, these are my duties anyway. Why do you even need to tell me? Husband, just go. Go with peace of mind. Don't worry. It's all on me.
Incredible resolve.
And the magistrate, Xu Ren, he overhears this exchange. And he's moved. He remarks, how rare a family so loyal, so filial. The emperor has found the right man. The restoration is at hand.
So that scene really underlines the so what, doesn't it? The personal family foundation that makes the national service possible.
Absolutely critical. It's not just Yufei the warrior. It's Yufei the product of this incredibly dedicated, self-sacrificing family structure.
So the farewells are done. As Yufei gets ready to leave, Xu Ren, the magistrate, does something interesting. He shows him huge respect, holds his horse.
Yes. And that's not just politeness. It's highly symbolic.
What does it signify?
Xu Ren explains himself. He says the emperor would have come personally, but couldn't. Instead, he gave Xu Ren 3 cups of imperial wine to bestow, basically acting as the emperor's proxy.
Okay.
And then he invokes another famous historical story, pushing the cart and holding the hub. Profound respect for a rising talent, recognizing someone's immense potential even before they've fully proven it. It signals that Yufei isn't just being recruited like any soldier. He's being honored, seen as the destined leader for the nation's recovery, almost like an equal in a way.
Even before he's won any battles for this new emperor.
Exactly. The court, or at least Xu Ren representing it, recognizes his potential.
And then just as they're about to ride off, there's one last interaction. It's almost startling. His young son, Yu Yun, runs out.
Ah, yes. Yu Yun. This part is fascinating.
What does the boy say? It reveals something quite intense about the family spirit, doesn't it?
It really does. Yufei gives him instructions, study hard, look after grandma and mom, take care of your siblings, standard fatherly advice. And then he adds, while I go kill the Tatars and protect the land.
And the son's response?
Yu Yun says, okay, but don't kill all these Tatars.
Which makes Yufei pause, right? He asks, why not?
Yes. And the boy replies, leave half for me to kill.
Wow. That's chilling almost, from a young boy.
It is chilling. It's not just childish boasting. It speaks volumes about the kind of commitment, the almost visceral need for vengeance against the Jin invaders that's being passed down generationally.
Yufei arriving in Jinling, he's escorted by Xu Ren, and they head straight for the emperor, Gaozong, at the Meridian Gate. Big moment.
Huge moment. And what jumps out immediately is Gaozong's reaction. The text uses words like robust, majestic. Basically, Yufei looks the part. Big, strong, impressive.
So a really strong first impression.
Absolutely. Instant. The emperor sees him and thinks, okay, this guy's something special.
Right. And then Gaozong asks about his job, his position. And Zhongzi mentions his previous role, which was, well, pretty minor, right? Like Chengxin Lang.
Yeah, almost administrative. And this is where Gaozong really makes a move. He doesn't just acknowledge him, he immediately promotes him. to Zhangzi general controller.
Wow, that's a significant jump.
It really is. High command. And then Gaozong says something quite pointed. He mentions his father king, the previous emperor, and says he lacked insight about Yufei.
Whoa, so he's basically saying his predecessor missed Yufei's potential.
Exactly. It's like Gaozong is correcting the record, recognizing something truly exceptional that was overlooked. He gives Yufei this immediate, imperial seal of approval, but with a bit of historical revisionism baked in.
Incredible confidence boost right there. But it doesn't stop with the promotion, does it? There are the paintings.
Ah, yes, the paintings. Gaozong personally shows Yufei 5 paintings. They're portraits of the 5 brothers of Nianhan key enemies.
And the order is specific.
It's very specific. Memorize their faces. Don't let them escape if you see them. It's not just a general briefing. It's the emperor himself giving this direct, high-stakes, visual intelligence task. You feel the weight of that immediately.
Definitely. So he's got the rank. He's got this very personal mission from the emperor. What's the next step?
His new assignment. Report to Grand Marshal Zhang Suo. And the text makes it clear Zhang Suo holds all military power. So Yufei's now plugged into the very top of the command structure.
Okay. Setting up another crucial relationship.
Precisely. How's that going to work out?
So Yufei goes to meet Grand Marshal Zhang Suo. How does that first meeting go?
Well, Zhang Suo seems genuinely pleased to see him. It mirrors the emperor's positive reaction,
Good start then, and his first task.
Straight to business. He needs to pick troops for the Vanguard, the spearhead. They go to the drill ground. Yufei picks 600 men initially.
Okay.
Then he adds another 200 from Zhang Suo's own camp. So 800 total.
Right, 800. But Zhang Suo asks him about getting more, doesn't he? Like, why not 1,000?
He does. And Yufei's response is pretty telling. He basically says, nope, these 800 will do.
That's confident. For a new guy.
Very. It suggests he's already looking for quality, not just numbers. He has a clear idea of what he needs and maybe who he wants. He trusts his own judgment, even when questioned by the top commander.
Shows a discerning eye right away. Okay, so he's got his 800. What about support? They need a second unit, right?
They do. And this is where you see a different side of the military leadership. Zhang Sude tries to find another general for the 2nd Vanguard, but he gets frustrated.
Why?
He criticizes the other generals pretty harshly, calls them greedy for life, fearful of death, basically saying they're scared and unwilling to step up.
Not exactly inspiring leadership from the others, then.
Not at all. And eventually Liu Yu, the military commissioner from Shandong, he accepts the command, but the text says he does it helplessly, reluctantly.
So a real contrast there. Yufei, decisive, picks his guys. Liu Yu, dragged into it.
Exactly. It sets Yufei apart immediately. He's ready, confident. Others, not so much.
Okay, so they're all getting ready to head out. Zhang Suo, Yufei, the reluctant Liu Yu. Then what happens?
Then chaos. A city commander rushes in. Urgent report. There are robbers attacking Yifeng Gate.
Okay, an attack. Seems straightforward enough for a military detachment.
But get this. The commander adds a really strange detail. The robbers. They're specifically shouting for Yufei, repeatedly demanding Yufei come out and fight them.
Wait, what? Robbers calling out him by name? That's bizarre.
It is. Definitely not your average bandit raid. It feels targeted. Personal, almost. Like someone set this up.
Yeah, it raises all sorts of questions about who these robbers really are. Okay, so the emperor wants him caught. How does Yufei react?
No hesitation. Emperor's command, let's go. He leads his chosen 800 men straight out of the city toward Yifeng Gate, walking right into this weirdness.
And what does he find when he gets there? A disciplined enemy force?
Not quite. It's where things get really, really strange. The robbers are, well, they're a mess. A disorderly crowd. And their weapons. Not swords, not spears. The text lists things like hose, iron rakes, wooden clubs, even flour knives like kitchen knives.
He's facing farmers with garden tools. Seriously.
Pretty much. It's completely unconventional. It feels less like a military engagement and more like, I don't know, street theater, but dangerous street theater.
What does that even mean? Is it a test? A distraction? It feels so staged.
That's the question, isn't it? It certainly doesn't feel like a genuine threat in the conventional sense. And then their leader steps forward.
Okay, who's leading this mob?
The description is wild. Blue-faced and fanged, like truly monsters looking.
Blue-faced and fanged, seriously.
Yeah. The text even compares him to like a demon from Journey to the West or some kind of celestial general from Investiture of the Gods. It's completely fantastical.
So we've gone from robbers with rakes to a potentially supernatural-looking leader. This is not a standard first day on the job.
Not even close. So the big question hangs there. Is this just some elaborately disguised bandit? Or is Yufei facing something else entirely?